Syndromes on the Bus by Guillermo Gómez. Tom and Gail sit next to each other on a bus, complete strangers to one another. Tom glances at her. He gets a good look at her and likes what he sees. He faces the audience, points to her, and makes gestures that indicate, yeah, that would totally do her. As he does this, he twitches his leg involuntarily. Gail is somewhat bothered by this.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Sorry. I have this thing called restless leg syndrome. It's fairly common in people my age.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a real thing. Whenever I'm in my class, people think there's an earthquake about to happen.
Wow, that must be hard.
Yeah, it is.
Tom rolls his eyes around and around while his leg shakes. Then glances at Gail's BlackBerry while she texts someone. Gail is bothered when she notices this.
Could you please not look at what I'm texting?
Sorry. This isn't the first time this has happened. I also have wandering eye syndrome.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a real thing, too. Can't tell you how many times I've been accused of cheating on a test at school.
Yeah, I bet.
Of course, I'd never cheat on you if we went out together.
Maybe not, but you'd look at other girls.
Oh, touche.
Gladys enters the bus and sits at Tom's left. Meanwhile, Tom's leg continues twitching, his eyes continue wandering, then he puts his arm around Gail.
What are you doing?
Oops. Sorry. I have this other thing called, what is it? Reverse claustrophobia. You see, whenever I'm sitting next to two people in public transit, I have to grab the other one sitting to my left.
Okay, could you get off me? Jeez.
Hey, you know, I have a nephew with reverse claustrophobia.
You do?
Yep. He'd always get in trouble at school dances. They almost had to put him in a straitjacket, but thanks to the good old ADA, they kept quiet about it.
Wow, that's very inspiring.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry I pushed you away like that.
Oh, it's fine.
It was just an impulse. I have FPS, female paranoia syndrome.
Oh.
I'm immediately wired to think that all men I don't know are out to rape me.
Heck, I used to have FPS until I met my husband.
No kidding?
Diagnosed with NSS, night screaming syndrome. Needless to say, I haven't slept in a week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Then there's me. I've got TI, technology impairment syndrome. Whenever anyone asks me if I'm on the Facebook, I just feel like strangling the heck out of them. I tell you, the older you get, the more stuff they find wrong with you.
Yeah, nobody's perfect.
And I see you've got the old restless leg syndrome.
Yeah. I've also got MBSJB syndrome. My nose bleeds whenever I see Justin Bieber.
I hear ya.
TPS syndrome. I throw people's pets into the street if they're too noisy.
Oh.
ATBB syndrome. I'm addicted to watching Breaking Bad.
WBS, wet blanket syndrome. No one invites me to parties. No.
Oliver hobbles over.
Excuse me, can I please sit down here?
Sorry, these seats are taken.
Wait, it says these seats are reserved for seniors and people with disabilities?
That's us.
Tom and Gail look at them and nod in realization. Oh, yeah.
That is us.
Blackout.